Greetings all, welcome back to Doki Doki. Let's get straight into it. So, okay everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really need to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well in the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. My voice is just already breaking.
Okay, that's great and all, but this doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for this event.
Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monica. Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So he's putting in all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been colouring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys!
No, Sayori. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. This voice is really killing me. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess it kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. ... But I still think we should give it our best shot. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start... I just whacked my hand on a... No, never mind. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire the others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. I can't do literature, clearly, because I can't read.
Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself.
What? I don't remember that line. I thought I would, to be honest. Yeah, I can be very intimate with myself. Anyway, moving on.
Finding new horizons and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. Yeah, that's the right word. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. ... Natsuki and Yuri remain silent by the dots. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but... ...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. I'm gonna burp. There you go. I'm gonna leave that in.
Ooh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
Yeah, I just did as well. I just burped.
Alright.
God, sorry that Sayori and Natsuki's voice sound pretty much the same. It's really hard to distinguish. Like, this ain't easy. This is killing me inside. This is why I regret doing these videos. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Yeah. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Haha, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands up behind the podium. The title of this poem is called The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear... Oh god, no, this is my thoughts. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Like I'm doing. I'm sure I'm doing a great job of this. Is this something she's done before? Or is she simply a natural? God, I cannot read. I glance around, whatever. However you want to say it. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the poem. I'm just going to say poem because I'm not going to be able to say that word. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. I'm pretty sure Sayori's voice changes every time I do a video on this, and I'm sorry for the inconsistency. That's the word. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What?
Yuri's firing up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri!
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. How beautiful. The poem is full of twists and turns and structures that she enunciates, that's the one, with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Okay, that's my applause. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Ow, that freaking hurt my hands. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, my hands start bleeding, and Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. ... Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
That's adorable.
Sorry.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. I don't know why she's so British all of a sudden. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. God, Monica's voice really kills me. It doesn't sound like it, but it really does. Sayori's voice is like easier to do than Monica's, believe it or not. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't... Yeah, my voice for Sayori isn't really that soft, if I'm being honest. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori's. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. No, I'm not doing that again, because, Sayori's my favorite, but I can't applaud anymore. My hands will die.
I did it.
Good job, Sayori.
Even Thomas liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Thomas. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Thomas lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki.
It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward, yet this is kind of scaring me. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finished, I receive applause anyway. Clap, clap, clap. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going.
Sayori, what is that word? Does anyone, please, does anyone know what this word is? Can someone help me? Begrudgingly, I think that's how you say it, gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called...
Oh, that's Sayori's voice.
The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. Clap, clap, clap. She hops back into her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Ah, well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put one on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'll be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you wouldn't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Hopefully this Monica voice isn't too annoying. If it is, just maybe mute when Monica's on or something, I don't know. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find another voice for Monica because, God, it's killing me. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're all putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. So frick off. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait.
I can do this. I can do this. I'm dying. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Thomas, you don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori?
Sorry, I was spacing out.
Ah, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh? What would you...
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Well...
Oh, well... I would still walk home with Sayori because I'm not a fan of Yuri. Sorry, Yuri lovers out there, but... Yuri's my least favorite, if I'm being honest. Sayori, you really think I'll ditch you for Yuri?
Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you all seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Thomas. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out you sometimes. You out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care about so much. But I respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, if the festival's only a few days away, who knows what will happen in that time. Yeah, Sayori could hang herself, Yuri could stab herself, I could be writing poems. Let's write a poem, right. I'm gonna do it for Sayori. Sunny? Yep. Broken? Sayori's pretty broken, yep. Peace? Oh, okay. Together. Sayori likes togetherness. Let's see how well I know my favorite character. Who likes romance? Yes! Sayori's romantic. No wonder I like her so much. She... Clouds? Wait, what? Really? Because Sayori has the rain clouds and all that. Grief? Yeah. Ooh. No, Yuri's unstable. Imagination? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it is a... Flower? Yep. Bouncy? Oh. Oh yeah, that's a cute word, never mind. Sherry's lazy. She... Suicide. Oh. What? Oh, okay. Yuri really though? She is... fun. And she likes to be alone. Oh yeah. We hung out in the playground as kids. Damn it! Oh god. I think I already got enough, but you know, just to be safe. Oh, sugar honey iced tea. Sweet? Yeah. Childhood? Yeah. Depression, obviously. Rain cloud? That's definitely her. And she cries. Yep. Look at that. Ain't I good at this? Aw, man. So we back in the mine. Okay. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry. I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too.
I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
Huh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Okay, can you people hear that? My dog is barking so much and it's really distracting, but I'm gonna try and ignore it. That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people?
I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people?
Because it's right in your name, Monica.
Oh, I don't get it. I actually don't get it. I'm trying to... No, I don't get it. Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Oh, is that what you call it in Japanese? Okay, that explains it. Question mark. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway.
Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It's just, it feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk.
Thomas, what's up?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking. I'm not the one asking you, Thomas. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know this is not your problem. I'm just going to quickly grab a drink. Bear with me. Because, God, this is... Oh, God, I needed the bite. Oh, by Jove, that is lovely. Oh, I needed that. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And also I care about the well-being of my club members, you know.
Do you really? Because last game, in the original game, yeah, not so much.
Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Yeah, are you sure about that too? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. I'm going to have another drink. I need it really badly.
Are you sure?
I'm having the rest of this. Screw this. It's lovely. Whoa, okay, I'm getting a head rush. Why am I having alcohol while playing this game? This is a stupid idea. I'm gonna be playing this drunk.
Maybe she just has a hard time bringing up the person of interest.
Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Thomas.
Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know.
Huh?
She's been much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her.
What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. Apologies, my recording decided to cut out there, so let's continue.
It's not any different from now than it's always been. Always has been.
You're so funny, Thomas. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you?
Blank.
Ah, I said too much. Oh, I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. You should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try to think about it for now.
Ah. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. Also, I may sound all really different all of a sudden because when the recording cut out, my storage was full. It took about 3 days to remove stuff I didn't want. And since then, I have now got a cold. So apologies for now all of a sudden my voice sounding like I'm dying. Or that yeah. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Fun. The thing is, I know what she's telling her. It's not nice. That's why I hate Monica.
Okay, everyone, shut your traps. Time to read poems.
After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everyone is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. Creep. I wonder what she's talking about with Sayori. Who shall I show my poem to first? I'm going to show it to, Sayori. ... Oh god, what was that voice again?
This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Thomas.
Thanks.
So you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright?
Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today.
Do you want to, like, nap or something?
No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face.
Well, alright.
Hey, Thomas, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. And why am I sounding British all of a sudden? Or even Natsuki? But in the end...
Yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most.
Why?
You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. That's beautiful. Sayori?
No! Thomas, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this?
And why am I ruining this moment with my stupid voice? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden.
If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier.
Sayori! I glance around the room and make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. There's her sniffles. So realistic, isn't it? It's like almost like I have the sniffles. Ugh. Why did I record this when I already have a sore in her throat and now I'm just going to make it worse? Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile.
It's nothing, Thomas. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that.
Oh, my poor girl. I genuinely mean that. It's heartbreaking to see that, even though it's a 2D game, but whatever.
I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm your mummy now, so yeah. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sorry.
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Oh yes, quite so, old bean. Whom should I show? Yeah, see, look, it's already told it. Whom should I show my home to next? Oh yes, Natsuki, how are you, my dear? Oh yes.
This one's alright.
Alright.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's not just really much.
Why am I making everyone British? What am I doing?
I see what you're going for, but it's not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
Yeah. No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Yeah. Natsuki's eyebrow connects with my stomach. Oh no, elbow? Eyebrow? What is wrong with me? Why can't I read? Oh, that's what was that? Yeah, she was elbowing me.
Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too.
Why did I change my voice all of a sudden? How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki.
Anyway,
Natsuki holds a poem out to me like nothing ever happened. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is a lovely poem. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way thought you had left long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me be by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Beautiful. Absolutely.
10 out of 10. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
You're not wrong there. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later?
Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of read about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy smanchy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. Why do I sound like Mr. Burns now? I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice.
Whom should I show my poem to next? Yuri, my dear, how are you doing? Well done, Thomas. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Why is Yuri's voice is the easiest to do, and yet it's the hardest right now when I have a cold, because I've got the stuffed nose, and it makes it sound like she's blocking her nose when she talks. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's fun getting to know everyone else in their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Thomas? Eh? Well, you know, how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer, and even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. I'm putting on a David Attenborough style voice here, I don't know why. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated when you're with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Oh, I cannot deal with this anymore. Yuri, it's not as bad as you making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. Well, what am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach. Oh yes, right, they both did beach. This is not another B word. Oh god, let's see if I can read this. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clean blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath grey rolling clouds, an endless enigma. I think that's what you... yeah, that's the word, right? Oh god, this freaking nose! The easiest wood to get lost in. Wait, the easiest world to get lost in. Shut up. Is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils, turn back and I abandon my peace to a road at the shore, drift forward and I return to earth forevermore. Lovely, lovely, very beautiful. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about that. Oh, she did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted to write us about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wanted to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on an occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. And Monica.
Hi, Thomas. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
It's kind of funny.
How so?
No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poem, Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each and every other day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you?
I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again.
I see. That reminds me. How about Sayori's been a little off today? Oh wait, about how Sayori's been a little off today.
Yeah, did she tell you something?
Well, Thomas, you haven't been flirting with her, have you?
Of course not! Maybe. I've been treating her like I always do.
Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. If you tell her if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her.
Monica, you sick bastard!
Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. Why am I sounding like Richard Hammond? A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Oh, well, okay, there's much more. Lost adrift, the sky victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and I fall, and I fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist, and with a breath, she blows me black and throat, and I pick up a gust of wind. That is not how you're supposed to read it, but I did it anyway.
You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers in all the shots of fakes that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, blah blah blah, I can't say that word. But it was kind of on my mind since that's what I wrote about.
I see. Never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Ah, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional? Oh, I get that, Jen.
Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to show your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening, and thanks for watching, and Thomas is going to let his outro do the talking.